Yo, so yeah, and they're on camera right now, right now. All right, all right. So 14 years ago, I came here for the first time. Like 4 years ago, I came here for the second time in my life. Today is the third time in my life coming here. And what happened? When I was here the last time, I didn't see representations of black life. Okay, they even had something about the Bible, but there was no representation of Ethiopia. And I was like, yo, I made the whole video about that. Like, where's Ethiopia? Where's Eritrea in the Bible exhibit? Like, what's that all about? All right. So today, what is it about today? Well, today is the day the black photography exhibit is going on, and I just had to be here. I just felt like I had to be here. So I go through there. I'm looking at all of the pictures and everything, and what do I see? But all of the faces of like black civil rights leaders, they're all familiar to me. You know, I don't even have to read the signpost. You know, I just walk through and I'm like, okay. I'm like Martin Luther King Jr., of course. Malcolm X, of course. Kwame Ture, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael. Stokely Carmichael. Fannie Lou Hamer. I see a book with Angela Davis's face there. Bobby Seale, you know, Black Panther Party founder and chairman, minister. I'm not sure what his position was. Then we got what else? Everybody. Jean-Michel Basquiat, Gordon Parks, and whom else? We've got some others. We got some others. But I'm just looking and I'm like, I know who these people are, right? See, what I'm doing right now, like I don't have permission to film, even though I'm not interrupting anyone, but I'm like worried because the security is like walking around. The guy was walking in my direction. I was feeling a little way, but they're letting me go, so I'm good. But I felt at home walking through there because I knew these Amiri Baraka, formerly Leroy Jones, father to Dominique DePrima, Nina Simone, like all of these references. This is just hitting home because I know this history. You know, I'm just walking through like, yep, yep, yep. Of course, of course, of course.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing
Are you
fine.
reporting something?
Reporting? No,
Yeah.
no. This is my personal YouTube channel. It's like a TikTok video,
Oh, you're doing a TikTok video.
kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to know my channel?
Yeah.
iSee109.
Mm-hmm.
iSee109. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering whether you had the permission to do that or what exactly it is. I'm not aware about it.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like TikTok.
yeah.
That's all. I look like I'm reporting.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
no,
but
no, no.
it's okay.
I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the exhibits. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So the exhibits. So it was a black photography exhibit. Now, let me hurry this up because I walked through there and I felt at home and I saw everything and I was just loving it, right? Then what I did was I saw Basquiat's painting, a picture. All right, so I saw Basquiat's photograph, portrait by James Van Der Zee. My dad has a poster by James Van Der Zee, signed and everything by the man, the legend. So I knew Van Der Zee because I know Basquiat, and I saw that portrait, and I was like, I know. I was like, oh, good, Basquiat's represented here. I didn't know if he would be or if he wasn't, but he was. So I was delighted to see Basquiat. All right. So I see Basquiat. I know it's a James Van Der Zee portrait, and I'm just vibing like that's dope. In the back of my mind is I wonder if I'm going to see 109. So I walk into another room. I look at the artwork, the photography basically, and then I see a boy's shirt and it has the number 10 on it, and then there's a boy on the other side. He could have had 9 on the other side, but he didn't. It was just 10. And I was talking about that like, dang, that'd have been cool. I made a video about that. But then as I left that room and turned the corner, and mind you, the way that I entered the exhibit, I didn't want to miss anything, so I just went from wall to wall, just from wall on the left side, 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 just throughout the whole exhibit, looking at all of the artwork, right? And when I left that room, after saying to myself, man, I wish I had seen 10-9 at this exhibit, I just walk outside and turn the corner and look at the wall on the left, and right there is a photograph of 1090. And I was like, I started to tear up. And it hit me. It was like, those are my angel numbers. Whenever I see them, that's recognition of who I am and where I am. It's a match. I was supposed to be here. That was just beautiful right there. So I made a little video about that too. Incredible. Incredible. All right. I'm gonna stop filming right now. Just because, okay? Peace and blessing. This is iSee109 at the Getty Center. 2026. This is my 3rd visit.
109. 109.
That's where it starts.
All right, there's a mess of people over there. I don't know what's happening. I just spoke with the lady in the fluorescent shirt. Those people are lined up for some reason, and I don't know why. She told me just hop in line. Well, she said, I mean, I could be taking a chance right now because I have a ticket, and maybe they were checking tickets over there. That's a long line. Even more people are arriving. And this is for the shuttle. And I just came from right over there. I think people are walking, so it really doesn't matter. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I didn't talk with anyone except for that lady. So here we go. All right, so the black photography exhibit is supposedly over there. The lady told me. These are the folks. A lot more people are over here at the Getty Center. I'm gonna start with this. The story of creation in the Middle Ages. I like that. Let's get it. All right, so I want to do a recap of my trip, what has happened thus far. So, what has happened thus far? Wow, it's a beautiful day. Not many people are over here except for that family walking right there, so. So let's see what happened. I drove over here. Okay, yesterday I went to the Getty Villa, right? And then today I'm at the Getty Center. Now the Getty Villa, Was pretty cool. They had the Egyptian Egyptian Book of the Dead. I've been to Egypt. Matter of fact, this wall right here is reminiscent, only a tad bit reminiscent of the walls, the stones in Egypt. But we're in Los Angeles. So there I was yesterday at the Getty Villa, and I probably spent only $6 getting there and getting back. $1.75 for the subway, $1.75 for the bus. No, is that right? I got $1.75 and then $1.75. It was about $3 or something. Yeah, it was actually around $3 just to go up and to come back. Anywho, yeah, because the transfer was basically free. So I did that, had a great day. I didn't work yesterday, which is why I had the free time to get out and do this. And then today, I'm not working today either. They called me in to work for tomorrow, but I had 2 days free, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Gettys. Went to the Getty Villa first, and then the Getty Center where I am today. All right, we're up to speed. Okay. So yesterday, when I was out there at the Getty Villa, had a great time, great weather, same as today. Everything was fine. But today, today is the day. Today is an incredible day. All right. This is iSee109, 109, all right? California 109, first and foremost. So yesterday when I rode to the Getty Villa, well, I serendipitously stepped on the train car, Metro car 1045. That actually happened. And you know, my ears perk up, my attention is up. I'm not intentionally looking for 109, but if I see something that reminds me of 109 or 109, hey, it has my attention. So that happened yesterday. And then I walked into the room 108 and 109, and I was just playing with those numbers, thinking to myself, you know, hey, those are my numbers. But I expected to see it. I expected to see 108 and 109, okay? Because I've been to the villa before, and I've been in those rooms, room 108 and 109. The thing that I would say about 108 is that it's a highly significant number, celestial number, because of the sun, because of the moon, and because of Earth. I won't go into the lecture right now about 108, but I'm just going to leave that there. So that was yesterday. Today, I don't look for 109, okay? But when I find 109, I feel as if that's where I'm supposed to be. That's where my destiny has marked for me to be, right? And so when I see 109, it's a moment of clarity, it's a moment of reflection, it's a moment that is very strong. Like I was riding that train yesterday and I was like, dang, I got on train 1045. That was big. That was big to me, right? Okay. So here we are today at the Getty Center. Now, again, I said I'm not working today. I didn't get a call in for work today. Yesterday, I got a call in for work at another job site, but I didn't want to do it. Didn't want to travel that far. It was a bunch of rigmarole. But today, I didn't get a call at all. So I was like, all right, well, I've got the free day. So yesterday I went to the villa. Now I'm going to go to the center. So that's what happened. Now, I get here, and this is where I really wanted to be, because the black arts, black photography exhibit, that's the exhibit that I wanted to see. Even my dad asked me, hey, are you going to the museum where they have the black arts thing? And I'm like, yes, exactly. He knows about it. A lot of us know about it. It's all throughout the city, right? Okay. Let me check my camera here for a second. Make sure everything is good. Probably about 4 years ago, I came to the Getty, and I was looking for an exhibit like this. So good on the Getty for having this. This is the story of creation, and it's all about Africa. This would be Eve, mitochondrial Eve. And, well, there you have Adam and Eve right there. Man, they got it right this time. They got it right. And then the book over here, I'm gonna have to buy this book. It's all about the Orishas.
Excuse me, please.
Got us downstairs in the bowels. But we here. That work strikes me, this one right here, because she's looking at a picture and she's styling her hair wrap in the same fashion, reminiscent of the ancestors. So when you have a picture and when you connect with your roots, this is what happens. That's powerful. I love it. These right here, this is a salute to my mom and dad. My mom is often modeling. She's a model. And my dad stays fly, dancing. And it's a representation of black life in the 60s as well as today, because my mom and dad still do that. This is just amazing here. This whole exhibit, man, it's good, it's good. Johnson Publishing Company, of course. A Fly Sister drum cover girl, Jason Barr, Amiri Baraka, I see him over there. Leroy Jones, so much, so much. This one right here reminds me of that time I was in South Korea and I was standing outside with a friend and she and I were talking until the wee hours. It was just like this. A few cars were passing, but we were standing out there talking. Korea, South Korea, 2007. This one caught my eye. What appears to be the cutout of a rock is actually the silhouette of two women. One is seated, the other is standing, and the ocean is before them. This reminds me of photographs I took in South Korea on Jeju Island, but this one was taken in Senegal, Gori Island. Connections, eh? Yes, that is Nina Simone. Oh, look, with Amiri Baraka atop. Haitian Puerto Rican born Jean-Michel Basquiat. I was wondering if Basquiat was going to be represented here, and sure enough, in a portrait taken by James Van Der Zee, Basquiat's in here, baby, for sure. I noticed that this little boy has the number 10 on his shirt, and I thought, man, that'd be crazy. It would be cool, too, if this little boy over here had 9 on his shirt. 10, 9, but I digress. Speak of the devil, I just said on those pictures behind me I was looking for 10-9, and guess what I found? These are photos by... This is on the other side. On the other side. I just said that. Man, I'm about to cry. Alright, so I see this. And I was just checking out this work. So this is a modern work by an artist. But it says bird. So I immediately thought this was a work by Jean-Michel Basquiat that I hadn't seen before, because bird was Basquiat's inspiration. So now I have this new artist, Raymond Saunders, to learn about, because he's doing something that Basquiat did. I've never heard of him. Never heard of Raymond Saunders. Yeah. These girls in Watts, man, that's a powerful image. I saw that. It's over here on the wall. Those girls in Watts, man, that is powerful. All right, the time is now 1:10. I was just looking at the book for this lovely exhibit, and I was looking for that work in the book, and I didn't see it. So I'm back over here just to study it and to take it in, okay? So it says here, it's June Clark, American born 1941. This is The Wig Shop. Man, that's just perfect. The Wig Shop, 1090 Bathurst Street, 1976. It says beauty salons and barbershops were important spaces of empowerment where, in addition to nurturing black beauty stylists could earn a living and their customers could speak freely about the politics of the day, of course. All right, now in Spanish, June Clark, estadounidense nacida en 1941, la tienda de pelucas, 1090 de la calle Bathurst. Los salones de belleza y las barberías eran importantes espacios de empoderamiento donde, además de cultivar la belleza negra, los estilistas podían ganarse la vida y sus clientes podían hablar libremente sobre la política del momento. Let's go back and see it. Oh my gosh, a wig shop. I didn't process. I didn't peep it initially. First time I saw it, I said, oh, that's 10-9 right there, bet. But it's a wig shop. Like, it doesn't get any more serendipitous, synchronistic than that. Like, perfect. Like, thank you. Thank you, all right? Man, y'all. All right, I think everything is good. I'm gonna stand right here for now. First time I came to the Getty, this is the third time that I've been to the Getty, the third time in my life. The first time I came to the Getty was in 2012, and I planned that day out. I hired a videographer, photographer, All right. She accompanied me here and we snapped photos around. We checked out a few of the exhibits, but I think mostly we were here for photography, just to take in this spot. Now, I'm a native Angelino and it took me a number of years to just get to this spot, which is very telling about life and about, you know, there's a lesson in that. There are many people who live in Los Angeles who haven't even been here. It only took me about 20 minutes to get here from home. Now, mind you, I do have a car. Yesterday, well, I rode public transportation. I think you can still ride public transportation to get here. Anywho, so I was here in 2012. That was 14 years ago. Imagine that. Over 14 years, I've only been here 3 times, and today is my third time. Like, wow. And when I arrived in 2012, it had already been open for a number of years. And when it opened, it was such a big thing that it was like, well, you should get there. And I felt like, you know what, I should. I really should get here. I should come to the Getty. And it took me a number of years, which, I'm like, that's kind of pathetic. Like, when I should have been here the day it started, the year that it opened. But it took me a number of years. I don't know the exact year that it opened, but yeah. So there's that. So there's a little bit of regret there. Oh, don't worry. So, as I continue with this story, so what happened? Well, I came here 2000, it's now 2026 and I'm here for the third time, okay? All right. So I'm looking around and the reason I'm here really is for the black photography, but I'm really really excited, really really happy about the fact that they have the what is it? The story of creation. The story of creation part, that is really cool. They show a black woman, mitochondrial Eve, and then they just go into, you know, that's where it starts. And that's great. Because when I was here, the last time, like 3, 4 years ago, when I was here, they were not talking. I didn't see any representations of Africa, of black life. I didn't see that at all. And I was like, man, you know what? The Getty should represent that. I was upset. I made a video about that right here about 4 years ago. So now when I came back here and I see all of this representation of blackness, I'm so happy about that. However, the black photography exhibit is on the bottom floor, which kind of sucks. In this building that's way in the back there, that really sucks, right? But it's cool. It's here. It's here. So I'm walking through the exhibit. I'm checking out all of the pictures and whatnot. Let me check my camera. All right, I walked from way down there to this point here where this is basically the entrance. So you can walk straight down that way on the grass, which is what I'm about to do. You got these little kids. Black man frolicking at the Getty. That's what this is. Black man frolicking. I'm chilling here on the grass at the Getty. Chilling here on the grass at the Getty. And yeah, the security was talking to me. They were like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just filming, reminiscing." And she was really cool, really kind, and she was like, "All right, you're good. Be mindful of kids. There are no kids around here." So I'm just chilling, doing my thing. My tripod I'm actually using, but she said don't use a tripod, but in terms of using the tripod, I think she means like on their property. She was explaining something about the tripod being like possibly knocked over by other guests or something. It's like just being some clumsy ish. I have my backpack and I have a miniature tripod seated on my backpack. So that's what's up. So right now everything is good. I hope you can hear it in my voice. I'm calmer. I'm more chill right now. The sun is beautiful. The weather is excellent. I'm on the grass. What could be better? So I just finished the black photography exhibit, and that was amazing, especially because I saw 109 there. Like, man, those are the moments that I live for, right? Like, you go and you do something, and you're out here with all these other people, these other souls, these other angels, but you see something that captures your attention and it speaks directly to you and says, yo, you were supposed to be here. You are important. We are all important, but the way people act makes you feel as if they don't know that they are as important as they are, or they are making others feel that they are not as important as they are. That's how we as humans act. But to just be out and about and then to just see something that just speaks directly to me saying, look, man, don't you worry. We got you. God's got you. That's what that 109 sighting was all about. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. His dude had a perfectly timed fart. He's walking across the grass, and then right when he got right about there, he said, I heard that. That was a good time. Good, well-timed fart, my man. I wonder if you heard that. I wonder if the microphone picked that up. I'm not sure. So we got all these travelers and stuff from other countries. You hear all the other languages. When I pulled up, we had to take a little shuttle because the tram isn't working. The tram is pretty iconic for this museum, but it's not working today, so we had to take shuttles, little van. When I got in line for the van, there were some Filipinos in front of me, and I know that because I could hear them speaking Tagalog, right? I didn't say anything to them. Mabuhay, salamat po, maganda. Those are like the only phrases in Tagalog that I know. Anywho, I was here 14 years ago, man. That's such a long time ago. You got to be able to just grab life, you know, carpe diem, seize the day. This is me seizing the day, all right? Right here in California, right here in Los Angeles. Yes, that's what this is all about. He's wearing a sweatshirt, a hooded sweatshirt at that. That's too hot. I'm not doing that. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt because it's California. I'm Larry Wiggs for iSee109 on the grass at the Getty Center. This is the Getty Center today. Yesterday I was at the Getty Villa. Admission is free. I think from I think it's a little more difficult to get to the Getty Center than it is to get to the Getty Villa using public transportation. I could be wrong because I haven't done it, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, excellent. They had some excellent exhibits. Wonderful. This is the best time that I've ever had at the Getty because they have the story of creation and it starts from a black woman. Mwah, right? And then you have the black arts or the black photography movement exhibit, and everything in there just hits. It's just hitting, man. Ah, dude. In the other video, I didn't mention Emory Douglas, Eldridge Cleaver, Kathleen Cleaver, because I worked alongside. I worked with Eldridge and Kathleen's son. May he rest in peace. Ahmad Maceo Ahmad Eldridge Cleaver was his name. He passed away when we were there in Saudi Arabia We worked together from 2016, 2017 to 2018. In 2018, he passed away. I think it was October 18th that he passed away. That was a 10/9 day right there. Beautiful, beautiful soul, you know. He was a Muslim. He accepted Islam when he was very young. When he was born in Algiers, Algeria, and he was curious about Islam, took a liking to it, studied it, developed his relationship with God, and that was it for him. He was like, Islam, that's where it is. He shared books with me and about Islam, about Jesus, and it was beautiful. Yep, beautiful brother. And then it was a shock. It was a shock that he passed away. It was like, man, that was a death that made me wonder, like, was the CIA involved? Was the FBI involved? Like, he was so healthy. I remember watching him. So we had a gym on the compound where we lived, and Maceo would practice jujitsu, and they had a little mat. And so myself and Ahmed, another one of my colleagues, we sat there and we watched him on the mat with his instructor, and they were wrestling, and we were kind of like watching. We were watching like as fans, but at the same time as like interested martial artists who wanted to just watch and learn. And we were kind of like critiquing, you know, his style and saying, that's interesting. But it was cool just to sit there and be like, for me, it was cool just to sit there and be like, that's Eldridge and Kathleen Cleaver's son. And I work with him. And he's practicing jujitsu right in front of me, like 5 feet away from me. That's cool. Yeah. So they had pictures from the Black Panther Party. That's why I mentioned Emory Douglas. He was the cartoonist, you know, basically the cartoonist for the Panthers, caricaturist, whatever you want to call them. Emory Douglas, Kathleen Cleaver, Eldridge Cleaver. All right, that's it. All right, I've seen a work of art in red, white, and black like this on a larger scale. I saw it in Mexico City. So my guess is this work, sculpture out of this large, you know, heavy industrial material, I'm guessing it's the same artist. So if there's any mention of Mexico City or Mexico in this description, then we'll know. Let's see. No, there's nothing that mentions Mexico. It says the Jousters, Alexander Calder, American, 1898 to 1976, painted steel. So this was just a coincidence. Same color scheme for the most part. As far as I remember, I can find that picture of the artwork of the sculpture that I saw in Mexico City, and I can show you what I saw so that you can say, oh yeah, kind of looks similar. So 2 different artists, although maybe, even though I saw the art in Mexico City, maybe it's the same artist. Who knows? But the artwork, the sculpture in Mexico City was so large, I would doubt that they would give that much space to an American artist. And there's a hawk flying around in the back. Look at that majestic creature. Whoa. There it goes. Out here in nature, enjoying itself, just like me. There you go. Show us. Oh, that beautiful flight there. Wow. You stole the show. I took a picture here 14 years ago too. The more you know. I'm looking at this artwork and then it led me to a Google search and I'm just like disgusted and it's just ridiculous. This man painted a severed head, called it the noble death. And he's known for painting even more death and murder. What, dude? What were you thinking, man? This gallery is on the top floor. These people are so narcissistic, man. They think I'm filming them. I'm filming myself. This is just ridiculous. This is on the top floor. This is the illustrious gallery with the greats. And it's so telling of the time. I mean, if you're painting nature like that, that's cool. That's cool, whatever. That's an appreciation for God's earth, God's planet. But anything else, death and murders and stuff like this, it's like, why? Why the fascination? It speaks to the times that we're in right now. Trump posted to Twitter something about there will be a night of death to an entire civilization. Like, what's that all about? Billionaires. It isn't a clear day, a little hazy. We can still see some beautiful, we can still see the skyline. Is that a fire over there? It looks like there was a fire over there. It had to have been about 4 years ago that I was here. Maybe it was three or 4 years. And then the first time was 14 years ago, 2012.
Can you lose when you're doing you?
It's a marathon. You're at 109 right now.
October 9th. That's where it starts.
You see, it's the same old thing.